Hey y'all, it's your policy guide for Crossing Our Divide, Jennifer Farr Davis. And today we are here to define what is the problem. The best solutions are rooted to one well-defined question. What is really the problem? I heard this asked over and over again in my graduate program, and each time I looked around the room to see if anyone was going to address the elephant or donkey in the room. Because don't get me wrong, as a nation we have plenty of problems. Getting a budget passed, homelessness, inflation, immigration, conservation, our role in foreign affairs, or wars, and the list goes on and on. So when most Americans agree that we need better policies for our biggest problems, why can't we find solutions? Our extreme divides have caused a deep mistrust of Congress and an ineffective legislative environment, and the trends are projected to get worse as we enter an election year with two very old, very unpopular candidates. Historians and researchers who measure the severity of polarization, they do it based off of their polling and also the severity and frequency of violent uprisings. And right now they tell us that we are near a rock bottom level called pernicious polarization. Only 16% of Americans trust the government, and 63% say they have lost faith in our political system. Those numbers have never seen such extremes in the past 70 years they've been polling. And in just the past 4 years, we've had the violent uprisings in most major US cities and the January 6th attack on the Capitol. So what's the problem? I mean, again, there are lots. But as a divided country, we have personally lost the ability to compromise or agree to disagree, or sit around the table with people who vote differently or think differently from us. And as a divided country, we have congressionally struggled to stay funded, work across the aisle, and get bills passed. And this widening has put us on a path towards democratic backsliding. And what that means is we are losing some of what makes America of the people and for the people. Studies show that both political parties, the extremes, think that the greatest risk to democracy is the other political party. So what that means is they're becoming more tight-fisted with power when they have it. And that's causing things like questioning validated election results, or removing candidates from ballots without criminal conviction, or gerrymandering districts for unfair elections. And both sides are accepting dark money that's uncapped from individuals, corporations, and foreign countries. America cannot solve our most pressing issues until our country, our leaders, and our constituents come together to address and correct the cultural divide and congressional stalemate that we face as a democracy. Abraham Lincoln once said, "A house divided cannot stand." And he borrowed that line from Jesus. So I think we have it on pretty good authority that we have to come together in order to move forward. Right now, we are stuck at an impasse, and things will not get better until we address our divide. Crossing Our Divide is committed to looking at the causes that tear us apart and presenting policy solutions that can bring us back together. So if you want to stop the democratic backsliding, I encourage you to join this journey. Sign up for updates, share our posts, consider making a contribution so that we can come together and cross our divide.